Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's reading, we're going to be finding out why your love life sucks. So if you're in a happily committed relationship, then obviously this is not the reading for you. But if you feel that your love life sucks, then this is the reading for you. So we have 4 different groups. Here's group 1, group 2, group 3, and group 4. If you need more time to decide, you can pause the video. I have timestamps listed below. And as always, if you enjoy this video, please leave a like and subscribe. It really helps my channel grow, and I really appreciate all of your support. But without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started with group 1. Hi group 1, so if you chose this Lepidolite with this 10 of Swords card, it says everything is fine, then this is your reading. So let's see why your love life sucks. We're going to go ahead and start off with your oracle cards, and we have adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. So clearly your love life has been challenging. We have true love. This card is number 4. DNA repairing with transmutation. Surprised. And card number 105, becoming a better person. Okay, group 1. So clearly you guys have gone through a lot in your love life. Like you just felt really defeated, basically. To the point where I feel like you guys have just learned to like become numb to love. I don't know why I'm getting that specifically, but it's like you've become numb to love because of everything that you've gone through. It's like you've just kind of learned to block it out so you don't feel the pain. But with this DNA repairing card, it's like something needs to like heal, something needs to shift like within you in order for you to like have different results in love. Like it starts from within. And on this card it says the trigger statement is I don't know who I am, and the true statement is I am. And it says there is no efforting required for this shift. Be present and allow every aspect of your being to transform. So we have, repair, transforming, learning, becoming a better person. Like you are changing. It's like something within you has to change in order for your love life to get better. And with this true love card, it's a girl, doesn't matter. It's a person looking at herself in the mirror. So I do feel like this change like needs to start with you learning to love yourself. It's like once you learn to love yourself, then you're going to be better able to allow in better relationships in your life that are also able to love you as well, basically. But we have this adversity card. It says, I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. So it seems like you've gone through these experiences in order for you to learn from them. And I know that sounds really cliche. I mean, isn't that life? But that's really what it is. Like you're meant to learn from these experiences and grow from them and not feel like you're not worthy of love, or not just feel like defeated and like it's just not meant for you or something like that. Like you're meant to learn from them in order for you to know how you can better be loved, but also learn how to like love yourself in the process. Because I feel like in the past, like after everything that you've gone through, it's like you just kind of let yourself remain hurt by it, or it's like bruised or something. It's like tainted, it's like you never really fully allowed yourself to heal. It's like you've kind of gone through life just staying like this and pretending that, everything is fine, like without really acknowledging the pain, or, or not really giving it the time and the healing and everything that it deserves. You just kind of like shoved it down and ignored it as much as you can. So it's like for a long time, you haven't even allowed this process of like repairing and healing to happen. So that definitely needs to happen before your love life is going to get better. But you also need to learn how to truly love yourself as well. And I think once you're able to do that, you're going to start to feel worthy of true love as well. Because I don't feel like you've been letting that in. It's like you haven't been able to, though. It's like you've just been existing, like I said, as this wounded person. Um, yeah. And so you're not going to be able to like have a healthy love life in that state. So there's definitely going to need to be some healing, transmutation that needs to happen inside of you first. And I think you're going to be surprised with how your love life is able to turn around once these changes happen within you. And not only that, but it's like you're going to become a better person as well at the end of this. I just feel like for you guys in particular, you kind of let your experiences define you in a way that just made you feel like really bad about yourself. But there's some type of like negative cycle here. It's like you would have these bad experiences, and then it's like you would just identify with like the thought that, well, maybe it's me, like it's me. There's something wrong with me. I'm not good enough type of thing. But then after that, it's like you would go through life, taking that on to the point where your actions would also reflect that, So it's like you don't feel like you're good enough, then your actions, that you're taking in your love life are also reflecting that you're not good enough, right? So I think, once you're able to heal all of this inside of you, it's like you're going to start taking different actions because you're going to feel better about yourself, and you're going to feel that you do deserve love. You do deserve true love, and that you're not this like horrible person that you once thought you were. So, I mean, this definitely isn't going to happen overnight. This is something that's going to take time. But part of this, I do feel like, not only is it you learning to truly love yourself and feel worthy of love, but also figuring out like who you are. Because this card says, I don't know who I am. And I feel like if you don't have like any sense of identity, then it's going to be hard for you to like love yourself. So, yeah, like I said, in the past, it's like your identity was that you're not a good person, right? And so like all of your actions are going to reflect that and, show that back to you. And we do have this mirror right here on this card. So yeah, I feel like it's some type of like negative cycle, negative loop. It's like your thoughts and beliefs reflect in your actions reflect back into your thoughts and beliefs, and it's just kind of like the same thing over and over again. So instead of like identifying with, your adversity and these challenges that you've gone through, all this pain and hurt in the past, you really are meant to learn from it. You're not meant to identify from it, which I feel like you've been doing. So it's like, what can you take from those situations that you've gone through, and how can you make sure that those don't happen again? Like, what can you do? What can you change on your part? Maybe you didn't do anything wrong, right? But it's like maybe you were dating the wrong type of people or something like that. It doesn't always have to be something you did, but it's, yeah, what can you take from that experience, and how can you change that moving forward? But also like, who are you? This isn't healthy to like identify as this like wounded person that doesn't deserve love because you're not a good person. I don't know, like it's just none of that is helpful. So I think you also have to start repairing your like self-image. There's a lot of that coming through with this like mirror here as well. It's like who you see yourself as, and start healing that and start seeing yourself in a better light so that you can allow better experiences into your life, and you can also take better actions to help allow those better experiences in. And again, you're going to be surprised with like how different your results are once you start doing this. So let's go ahead and get into the tarot and see what else wants to come out. Okay, why does group one's love life suck? Okay, so we have is this the Knight? I don't know if that's the Knight or the Page. We'll see. Okay, so we have the Devil, the Lovers, the Three of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, Judgment, and the Magician at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Is this the Knight? I think this is the Knight of Swords. But look at his face. That's what's like making me laugh. He's got this weird look on his face. Okay. Okay. All right, so with this card coming out and just looking at like this guy's look on his face, I don't know, he's kind of like, yeah. That's what it looks like to me. But I just feel like you guys have been kind of like guarded in love. It's like you have your sword up first thing. You know, it's like you really don't want to let like any kind of pain or betrayal like happen to you again. Like it's like you're determined not to get hurt in love again. So you may even like scare people off. Like that's what I'm getting like from this card. It's like that's how like extreme like it can be sometimes. I'm not saying it's like that all the time, but it's like sometimes, you know, it's like people might be interested, but then you kind of like this is how you like come off and they're like, oh, okay, never mind, kind of thing. But anyway, so we also have the Devil and the Lovers here. So yeah, I do feel like you guys have definitely been in some like toxic relationships for sure. And not only that, but like this combination of cards, this can talk about even like a strictly sexual relationship. So like I feel like maybe this is something that you guys have pursued just to keep real feelings at bay. It's like, yeah, even though this isn't healthy and it can get toxic, it's like that's kind of where your comfort level has been. It's because you just didn't want to get feelings involved because you're so scared of being hurt again. And then we also have this Three of Pentacles, which is interesting because normally in the traditional tarot, there's like two people on this card, but here it's just one. So it's like instead of, you know, collaborating with someone, which is what this card is about, like working together towards something, it's just like you haven't like allowed someone to be a part of this process. It's like you just don't trust anyone to build something solid enough with you. I think you're just so afraid of getting hurt again. And then let's see, we have this Nine of Cups with the Judgment card. Ugh. Okay, I don't like this guy. Some of these people on this card are kind of weird. But, or some of these people in this deck. He just looks really like smug, which I guess is a common perception of the Nine of Cups sometimes. But anyway, so it's like we have the Nine of Cups with the Judgment card. I do want to clarify this Judgment card and see what this is about. I'm starting to think though, maybe you guys have been closed off in love because you're like kind of secretly hoping for a second chance with someone from the past. But let's go ahead and clarify. Okay, nothing's coming out. So I'm just gonna go with my intuition and what I said. So yeah, I do feel like that's like another reason you guys have been closed off is because yeah, maybe you're like hoping for another chance, like with someone from the past. Yeah, so it's like you've just been keeping things like very surface level with other people and not letting them get past a certain point. It's like you feel like you've been through enough and it's like you can't handle really going there with anyone because you don't want to be hurt. You're missing someone from the past. You want a second chance with someone from the past. But I just feel like none of that's like getting you anywhere, obviously, like in love. It's just keeping you stuck in this certain cycle that you've allowed yourself to be in because that's like your comfort zone, right? And with this Magician at the bottom of the deck, this is saying like it's really up to you. It's like you have the power to change this for the better. But it really like starts with you, like I was saying up here. And then once you're ready and you feel more deserving of love and more trusting as well, instead of just assuming that everyone is going to hurt you in the end, then you're going to be able to allow these changes in. And I love this surprise card. It says startled, astonished, shocked. Like you're going to be shocked. Like that not everyone's out to get you. But I don't really feel like it's about everyone else. Like I feel like that could be something you tell yourself sometimes, like, oh, I can't trust anyone, type of thing. But really it's deeper than that. It really goes a lot deeper than that. It's about you and how you see yourself. So yeah, once you love yourself first and not identify with the things that you've gone through, that's the thing. Like you have to see yourself as separate from your experiences. Your experiences do not define you. Yes, they have helped like shape you into the person you are, but it doesn't define you at the end of the day. You are not the things that other people have done to you. And I think that's like where you need to start again is like with your self identity, who you are outside of these experiences. What's important to you? What do you value? Not only in relationships, but just like as a person, like who you are, what's important to you. And it's like once you're able to form this like healthy identity, you're going to see that like reflecting back to you and all of your relationships. Like once you're able to fully accept and love yourself for who you are. But I feel like you've been approaching life from this damaged standpoint, to the point where you literally like scare people off sometimes. But I do think that's on purpose. So, group 1. This has been why your love life sucks. I hate to like, I hate to like put it all on you. And I know it's not all on you because you have been through some really difficult experiences in life that have changed your view on love. But there are definitely like some barriers here that you are going to have to get past yourself before you're going to see any changes in your love life. Number 1, working on your self identity, loving yourself for who you are, becoming a better person. Number 2, getting out of these surface level sexual flings or whatever they are, and actually allowing people to grow like and bond with you as a person so you can actually like work towards a relationship. And number 3, working on letting go of the past and not being so hung up on having a second chance with someone when you don't actually know if that's going to happen. And it's just not helpful for you to like wait around and hope for, a second chance with someone when there's no actual sign of that happening. So, group 1, this is all that I have for you. I hope that this resonated. If you enjoyed this reading, please leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Hi, group 2. So if you chose this rose quartz with the 5 of Cups, then this is your reading. So let's see why your love life sucks. We have balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. Oh. We have joy is fun. This is card number 7. Comforting with consolation. Regretful. And card number 86, asking you out on a date. Okay, group 2. So why does your love life suck? We have this comforting card with consolation. The trigger statement is, I cannot go on. True statement is, my heart is light. Please hold space for the feelings you have, honor them, and be with them. Your burden will be lightened. So this is saying to really feel all the feelings that you've gone through, whatever disappointment that you've gone through in the past of things not working out. Maybe you have like specific regrets as well, like maybe if I didn't do this, this wouldn't have happened, type of thing. It's easy to fall into that type of thinking. So I feel like Spirit's saying like, yes, like your feelings are totally valid. You have every right to feel the way that you feel. But the thing is, like, it's not good to stay in this state like for too long. I think they really want you to feel everything that you have within you and honor them. But then whenever you're ready to let them go, do let them go and start to move on with your life. Because they want like more for you in life. I don't know why, like I'm feeling like your spirit guides like are with you so strong throughout everything that you've gone through. And I haven't gotten that, with the other pile, but it's like they want more for you. They want you to feel happy again. They want you to have the love that you deserve and want in your life, like that is possible for you. Just because of this experience, like, doesn't mean that love isn't meant to happen in your life. So that's why we have this balance card. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. Yeah, I don't know what you guys have gone through, but you don't have to feel guilty about moving on with your life. Yeah. Like, you're meant to live your life. So at some point, like, it is important for you to bring everything back into balance, back into harmony, so not everything is so dark and gloomy anymore. And don't feel guilty about going out and having fun again, going out on a date, you deserve those things. So just take as much time as you need. Gosh, I don't know why. Like, I feel like some of you, I don't feel like this is the case for all of you, obviously, but I feel like some of you have maybe lost a partner that has passed away. I'm just really getting like grief and sadness. Or if that's not the case, then, it could be something else, but I do feel like very heavy energy here. So I would love to know like what you've gone through, if you feel comfortable sharing, of course. But you don't have to feel this way forever. Like, life does go on. So just take as much time as you need to, feel everything that you're feeling, get it out of your system, reflect on, your past, everything that you've gone through. And, when you're ready, kind of, set that down and start to, take steps to move forward with your life, And specifically, it's like they want you to get back out there again because you still deserve love. This isn't the end of love for you. So yeah, like, don't feel bad going out on dates again, having fun, bringing more harmony and peace and joy into your life where there was once so much sadness and darkness. Wow, you guys, this is really sad. I'm sorry. I don't know what you've gone through, but it's going to be okay. So let's go ahead and get into the tarot and see what else wants to come out. There's like resistance here. Like the cards didn't even want to like shuffle. I do feel like resistance on your part, when it comes to moving on and starting over. It's like, and just like this card too as well, it's like she's looking at these cards that are not cards, but she's looking at these cups that have spilled over and, not focusing on the cups that are still standing up beside her that are perfectly good. And like, yeah, so it's like you're choosing to focus more on this instead of, focusing on, what can be in life still. And again, I just feel like there's like resistance on your part. It's like you don't want to, or you're not ready, or you would feel guilty for some reason. Yeah. Okay, we have the Ten of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, the Knight is, this is a page in the Knight. Knight of Pentacles with the Star, Joker, that would be the Fool, the King of Swords with the Emperor, and the Four of Pentacles. And the Three of Cups on the bottom of the deck, which is, again, more, I'm kind of getting like this energy with this card as well. It's like more fun, you know? But let's see. We have this Joker card in the middle, which I see as the Fool. And as you can see, she's out here like standing alone in the rain. So I do feel like something happens like where you feel like you have to start all over again. Like, again, I don't know if some of you have lost a partner. But again, it's like you have to start from scratch in your life. And the Fool is the very first card in the tarot, right? It's like that brand new journey by yourself that you're taking. So it's like you feel like you have to start all over in life, basically. And I love how like this woman is kind of looking over at this emperor and he's looking at her. So yeah, I just feel like you had like a true love here. And so if that's the case, like no wonder you don't want to let them go. And this girl right here is holding like a torn up picture of someone. So it's like you lost someone you really loved. And I think this is someone that you thought was the end all be all in life. Like you were truly happy with them, with this Ten of Cups, Ten of Hearts. And the Star. It's like that, I feel like they were your everything. But let's see. We have the Wheel of Fortune with the Star. So this is telling me like things are going to like turn in your favor. Like whatever you've been wanting to happen, it's like it's going to happen for you. And again, I'm getting like strong like spirit guides, like your spirit guides are really with you. They want these things to happen for you. They're going to help you as much as they can. So it's like whatever you've been wishing for, it's going to come. I don't know like the specifics of, you know, your person, like, you know, obviously if they like passed or something like that, then it's not like they can come back, but it's like you can have that love again, you know. I don't see anything here about like a return or, you know, a second chance of someone, nothing like that. But your guides, like they really, like love is still out there for you. They want you to get back out there. You can have love again. And we also have this Emperor with the Four of Diamonds. Yeah, I just feel like the blockage for you guys, I don't really want to say like your love life sucks, you know, like it's not really like that. It's obviously like more complex than that, but I feel like you have been holding on so tightly to this person, and here she is literally holding on to a picture of this person, even though it's been completely torn apart. I just feel like you guys have had such a hard time letting this person go that it's just made it impossible for you to move on and, you know, get back out there and start dating again. Like this person was your everything, clearly. But with you guys coming out as the Star, I feel like you are such a catch. Like anyone would be lucky to have you. You don't have to keep yourself locked away for the rest of your life because of this experience. Like, you can have love again. And with this Three of Hearts here, Three of Cups, like, I do feel like it's so important for you to, you know, get out there. And if you're not ready to date, that's okay. You can take like baby steps, right? Like, you can just go out with your friends, like have like a fun night out or a fun day out. These people are having fun at a fair, it looks like. So even if it's just like a fun day at the park or out at a bar, just like start having more fun in life. I feel like that's like a great place to start, especially because of, you know, everything that you've gone through. It's just felt so like heavy and sad. I think it's time to start bringing more joy back into your life. And especially since we have this balance card here, I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. So yeah, don't feel guilty for starting, you know, to bring joy back into your life. Like, your life is meant to be lived. Of course, like, you can, you know, feel these hard feelings that you've had. Like, that's just natural, and take all the time you need to work through them. But at some point, you have to start living life again. And when you're ready to start dating again, people would love to ask you out on a date. You are such a catch. You're coming out as the star. Like, you are a dream come true, like, for so many people. And I feel like because of, I just feel like you have like good karma or something because of everything. Like, I feel like you've been such a great partner, like, you've been so devoted and loving that, like, once you're ready, you're going to see that, like, you're gonna have like good things come back to you in the love department. No one can ever replace this person, obviously. Like, they were everything to you, but it doesn't mean that you can't find love again. So, group two, this is what I have for you. I hope that this resonated. I'm so curious as to like what has happened here in your love life, if you feel comfortable sharing. But yeah, I really hope this resonated. And if you enjoyed this reading, please leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Hi, group three. So if you chose this flower agate with the Three of Swords, then this is your reading. So let's see why your love life sucks. Okay, we have health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. Card number 4 with taking steps. Cilantro with letting go. Irritated. And card number 108 with good news coming. Okay, so this cilantro card, it says the trigger statement is, this is not the way it's supposed to be. The true statement is, I am free. It says, lift up your burdens and allow the divine to free you from them. Allow yourself to be cleansed of anything that is weighing you down. So, okay. So I feel like you guys are like trying to let go of some type of heartbreak or betrayal you feel that you've gone through in your love life. And I feel like you guys have like kind of lost hope a little bit, it seems like, because we do have this irritated card. It says annoyed, aggravated, bothered. So it's like you're just really frustrated with like how things have worked out for you. Because again, we have this trigger statement. It says this is not the way it's supposed to be. So it's like things didn't really turn out the way that you thought they were going to go. But it's important for you to like fully free yourself of the pain that's been burdening you from this experience. Because I feel like it's really affected you to the point where it's like getting in the way of you like moving forward, moving past this. And I'm just looking at this picture of this horse. He has like a bunch of flies like flying around his face, which, looks like that would be very annoying. So it's like this pesky little like thing. It's like you can't let go of. Maybe it's like you can't get this out of your mind, it's like this block that you can't overcome because you're so irritated with like how this turned out for you, this love situation. But the good news is there is good news coming into your life. I love this card. So I feel like this is not like the end of your love life, right? It's like you're really frustrated that this has happened, but things are going to turn around for the better. But I feel like you have to kind of like help yourself move forward in this direction to really allow like positive change to enter into your life. And we do have this taking steps card, and it's an image of this girl walking up these steps towards a palace, it looks like. So it's like you have to start taking the steps forward to allow a better chapter to enter into your life, like I said. So instead of letting this like past experience like bog you down, I feel like it's been hard for you to let go of it because you're just so irritated and frustrated with how things played out. And again, it's like I do feel like this message resonates for you, like, oh, like this isn't the way it was supposed to go, kind of thing. It's like you kind of had this whole vision in mind for this relationship and it just didn't go that way at all. So instead of being like stuck on like how things like should have gone, right? It's just time to start like letting this go and accepting it for what it is. And start just working this like completely out of your system instead of letting it like bother you so much. And we also have health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. So maybe this has affected your health as well. I mean, that could be in multiple ways. I'm sure it's different for everyone. Whether it's like the frustration, the sadness, the pain, of everything, or if it's to the point where you're not eating healthy, or if you're like drinking because of this. I mean, whatever the case, it's important to really like reclaim your health and not let this affect you to the point where it's affecting your health. So let's go ahead and look into the tarot and see what else wants to come out. I want to know what this good news is as well that's coming in. We have the Ace of Cups, Ace of Flutes, the Producer Plant, the Knight of Flutes, the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Rings, Knight of Pentacles, and the High Priestess, the Advisor. And the Seven of Mirrors, the Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck with the wrong reasons. Okay, interesting. So this card is an extra card in this deck. And it says it's the Producer Plant. So something happened here that really like, it was like a, what do you call it? like something was thrown into your relationship just as like a side thing. I feel there's like a specific saying that I'm trying to look for, but I can't think of it right now. But yeah, you guys were totally thrown for a loop, it looks like. I feel like you guys like were so in love. It's like you thought everything was so good, right? With your person. Like you're kissing, you know, you're having a great time, everything's going well, what could go wrong? And then, yeah, it's like somebody just threw a grenade into your relationship and the whole thing blew up. We do have this Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck, so it makes me wonder, like, was there a third party here? We do have this Three of Swords as well. So, because it's like we have these two people and then the producer plant. So I don't know if there was like a third party in your situation that really messed things up for you. Or what. But yeah, something went wrong here. And then we also have this Knight of Flutes, the hopeless romantic. In the middle here. So I do feel like this is like the good news coming, because I love that this is a hot air balloon. Because I feel like something is on its way, you know? This would be the Knight of Cups. So I do feel like someone is going to come into your life. But it could be someone different. I don't feel like it. I don't know if you should go back to this past person, honestly. Maybe you don't even want them back at this point. But I do feel like this is someone new coming in. And then we also have the Knight of Rings, which would be the Knight of Pentacles and the High Priestess, the late bloomer. And the Advisor. So I feel like maybe like for you guys, I don't know why I'm getting this like specifically, but I'm seeing for some of you, a friend could like try to set you up with someone new, because they're seeing like how much you're affected by what you've gone through, and they don't want you to, you know, feel like this anymore, because they definitely feel for you, and you know it's not fair what you've gone through. So I feel like there's someone that's gonna, you know, that could even tell you like, hey, like I know someone, like, do you want me to set you up with them, you know, meet someone new? I do feel like it's a different person. Like this is what's like on its way to you. This is the good news coming. It's like a new person. So I would be open to any offers or opportunities that come your way. Like definitely say yes. It's not going to help you to stay stuck in this irritated, heartbroken energy. Definitely be open to the new. Yeah, because what you've gone through, like that was just we have for the wrong reasons at the bottom of the deck. So either, I don't know, I feel like either you got cheated on or you were like the side person and you didn't even know that they had like another person. You know, like there's something like that. There's some, I do feel like a third party situation here. Either they cheated on you or they were cheating on someone with you. But I don't know. I feel like for most of you, I think they stepped out on your relationship. It's like they made you think that everything was good. and fine, and they probably had some side thing that you found out about that they were being sneaky about and lying to you about where they were, who they're with, type of thing. Maybe you even found out like on social media for some of you. But it's important to not let this affect you anymore, because I see that it really has. Because again, like this just came out of nowhere. It's kind of like a shock to you. And yeah. But I think it's important for you to focus more on your health, on you doing well. Screw this person. Who cares? They suck, clearly. So just be open to new offers, because there is someone coming your way. I love that this is like a hot air balloon with like a giant heart in it. So it's like love is on its way, basically, to you. Where like I feel like this has been your heart recently, you know, feeling heartbroken and sad. It's like this brand new, beautiful, big heart is on its way to you. So just be open to receiving that. And I do feel like the new person coming in is a like very slow moving individual. So it's like they might even tell you up front, like, hey, I want to take things slow. Or you might even suggest that after everything that you've gone through. But I feel like that would definitely be a good thing in this case. So you can take your time in getting to know them better and getting to know everything that's going on in their life before you really like jump into it completely. And definitely like go to your friends for advice, especially if you're feeling low and you're trying to like work through this and move on from this situation, because they might actually be able to like, either if they're not like literally setting you up with someone they know, then they might have like a good suggestion for you, like, hey, let's go to this place, or let's go here and we can meet new people, or you know, like something like that. But I do feel like this person could come through a friend in some type of way. So, group 3, that is what I have for you. I really hope that that resonated. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Hi, group 4. So, if you chose this lapis lazuli with the Tower card, then this is your reading. So, let's see why your love life sucks. Okay, we have surrender. I can release my need to control. Card number 7 with Ascended Masters. Lemon with clarity. Encouraged. And card number 22, stalking you online. Okay, so this lemon card, it says the trigger statement is, I am so confused. The true statement is, I am present. Allow your mind to clear and let the noise of your thoughts fall away. Listen to your intuition. Okay, group 4. So I feel like there's something that you've gone through that it's like it didn't go according to plan. That's what I'm hearing. So something just did not go according to plan. And I feel like because of that, you've had a hard time accepting it and moving forward in this situation. And that's why we have this surrender card. It says, I can release my need to control. It's like because of what's happened, it's like you've kind of gone into this mode where you're like I need to fix this type of thing, or it's like you need to regain control of the situation. And because you're having a hard time accepting what's happened, right? So we also have this card stalking you online. I feel like maybe this is you guys, I mean, it could go the other way, but I feel like some of you, it could be you doing this just because like you're trying to figure out like, okay, what's going on? um, just so you can like gain more information in order to repair the situation, right? It's like you're trying to gain all the facts, you're trying to assess everything going on so that you can repair, rebuild, and get things back to where they were. But again, it's like you're having a hard time accepting what's happened, and this is why you're trying so hard to like make things get things back to where they were. And I feel like this has been on your mind a lot lately, and maybe you're not even, I guess there's like some confusion on your part as to why this has happened and why things didn't work out, and which, of course, is only contributing to you trying to like regain control over the situation and trying to get all the facts. What's going on with them? Why didn't this work? Type of thing. And I feel like this is something that's kind of playing on your mind a lot because you feel like you don't fully understand what went wrong. And so I do feel like your spirit guides are like very heavily present, like they're very involved in this situation because they want to help you with this. Like they don't want you to stay stuck in this mindset where you're kind of like, it's like you're feeling out of control, it's like you're trying to regain control, like what's going on, like this was supposed to be the plan. Yeah, it's like I just feel like they can see that your your perception of the situation isn't like accurate, or it's not like where it needs to be, basically. So they really want to help you. Like they're here. We have the Ascended Masters, and I'm also getting it from this card as well because we have Encourage, but it's a girl. It doesn't matter who you are, but it's a person trying to like learn how to ride a bike. And as you can see, like their training wheels have just come off, and there's a person behind them kind of rooting for them, cheering for them. So I feel like this is your spirit guides like rooting for you. They're like, hey, you can do this. Like you don't need, it's like you don't, I do feel like this is so related as well. Because I feel like this situation that you are in, like this was like safe to you. It was safe, it was stable. It's like you didn't have to, it's like you were in your comfort zone kind of thing. Like everything was good. But I think this was all like kind of divinely orchestrated, which is also like something the Tower card talks about. It's like something, being destroyed. And as you can see in this card, it's being destroyed by lightning. So it's like kind of out of your control, right? In order for, a new structure to be built in its place, something better for you. So I do feel like what happened here in your situation was meant to play out that way. As hard as, it might be to accept that, but that's exactly why like your spirit guides are here, because they're saying like, hey, it's okay. Like we know what's going on, and this was actually part of the whole plan. So it's okay to move on from this. You don't have to try to like regain control of the situation to get back once what you once had, because you're going to do just fine on your own. You don't need these training wheels anymore. You don't need this safe, solid, stable structure that you once had. You don't need that to survive. Like you're going to be just fine. And so it's like this was all divinely orchestrated for your highest good, as hard as that may be to accept. But that's why your spirit guides are very present here, to let you know this was all part of the plan. It might not have been part of your plan, but it was part of, the highest plan for you. So it's all good. Like you're going to be just fine. I think you can release, Yeah, well, here we go, right here. You can surrender this situation now. It says, I can release my need to control. So it's important for you to surrender your control over this situation because it's not meant for you to have moving forward. It's just not. And all of the thoughts that have been running through your mind, trying to figure out what's going on, how can I have this back, type of thing is useless at the end of the day. It really is. And so that's why they're saying, like, allow your mind to clear and let the noise of your thoughts fall away. It's time to just fully let it go so that you can start to move forward in your life on your own, apart from this. Yeah, wow. Very interesting. But I feel like this was really important for you to know that this was completely out of your control. But not only that, it was actually meant to happen. This was divinely orchestrated. So there's really nothing you can do in order to have this back, basically, have what you once had. It's time for you to move forward in life and start a new chapter. Okay, so let's get into the tarot and see what else wants to come out. We have the Nine of Cups, Ace of Swords, Seven of Wands, Five of Swords, 10 of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Okay, I mean, yeah, I'm not surprised to see the Seven of Wands in the middle, just because I do feel like you guys have really been fighting this change. It's like you've been trying to like stand your ground, right? Like, no, this is not happening. This is not what I want, type of thing. Like, I'm going to stand my ground. I'm not going anywhere. Even if, this all falls apart, that's not what I signed up for, type of thing. It's like you've been really determined to keep this in your life, keep this working. You were not prepared for this type of change to happen. And so you're fighting it as much as you can. Well, let's see. We also have the 10 of Swords with the 5 of Swords, which is really difficult energy. Yeah, again, like it's like something has come to an end here. And obviously, like it's, at least the way you're viewing it, it's not in your favor, right? Like this is not what you had planned to happen. I think it's really hard for you as well because it's like you feel like you're not winning in this situation, right? Not that it's about that, but it's like the rug has just been pulled out from under you. You're like, well, what? Like, this isn't fair. Like, this isn't what I signed up for. And you just feel like I hate to put it this way, but you just feel like you're like the loser in the situation or something. And the other person, the other party is like, it's like they're getting away with something. They're getting one over on you, or it's like they're the one that like wins in the end, right? Even though that's not really what it's about. And then we also have this 9 of Cups with the Ace of Swords. It's interesting that in this card, in the 9 of Cups, we have two people wearing masks. So I feel like it's like there's some type of like truth that's like come out of this situation here. I feel like where there once was this like type of like bliss, like you're happily ever after or something like that. It wasn't true. Like it wasn't what you thought it would be, right? It wasn't everything that you had made it out to be. I feel like this person's like, "Hey, like look, isn't this what you wanted? Like we're here, we made it," like type of thing. But there's some type of like deception involved. Again, to the point where it's like you felt like you were the loser in this situation. Like this wasn't fair to you. Like this isn't what you had signed up for. So it's like, I don't know if this person was making like false promises to you, or it's like they just weren't being completely honest with you about this situation to the point where inevitably this tower was going to fall. It's like if you build something that's not on a solid foundation, of course, at some point it's going to come crashing down. And I feel like that's kind of what happened here. Like it just wasn't this relationship or whatever this situation was, like it just wasn't built on honesty and integrity. I feel like it was just all like fluff and like false promises and fantasy, and it's like maybe they told you everything that you wanted to hear, right? Just to get you where they wanted you to be. But like behind the scenes there was so much more going on that you had no idea about. And I think through this happening, it's like, through the tower falling, you're finding out like what's really going on. And maybe you're still like, maybe there's more to the story that you don't even know yet, that you're trying to find out, what are there other things that I don't know about, type of thing. I feel like whoever you're with could have been hiding things from you. Yeah. And it's just sad because it's like you're the one that really lost out in the end because you thought you were in something that was real, something that was solid. But it's like the wool was just pulled over your eyes and you got sold a pipe dream, essentially. But it's frustrating for you because, like, this isn't what you signed up for, right? And so you're mad because it's like you didn't get what you were supposed to get out of the situation. And it's like you don't want to accept defeat. That's how it feels. I think there's some level of like anger here. It's like, no, like this wasn't supposed to go this way. Like I had this whole vision, for my life like mapped out with this person. And they were going to do this for me and we were going to do this together. And now like it's all coming crumbling down and now I have to start over on my own. And you don't know how you're going to do that because you're still reeling from this situation and trying to find out what went wrong or what's going on here. What's really going on? But again, this playing out this way was all meant to happen because I do feel like this was all built on a facade. And, your spirit guides could see that this was not fair to you. Like this was not all in your highest good. So they had to like kind of step in here and cause a tower moment in order for you to really see what's been going on. And as much as you don't want to move forward on your own, your spirit guides got you. Like, they really do. Like, as hard as this may be to start over, you're good. Like, they're literally behind you. They're all with you. Look, and I feel like they, not like, I feel like they're all here. Look at this card. You can see the guy in the back. He has both of his hands up. He's like, yeah, like, go for it. You got it. You got this type of thing. And then I love that they all have their hands up too. So it's like, I feel like they literally have their hands up. They're like, hey, we're here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Like they're all here for you. They all have your back. They're rooting for you in this situation. Like, you are going to be just fine. You are not the loser in this situation, okay? It might feel that way right now, but once you get to like where you're meant to be, you're actually going to come out the winner. And it's going to take time like for that to actually show, but you're going to see on the other side of this, you're the one that's going to come out on top. This person is going to have to pay for everything that they've done. And you're going to be just fine on your own. Like, you got this. Your spirit guides are not going to let you fail, basically. Like, this all happening was actually meant to help you. As much as it might not seem that way right now. So, group 4, wow, this has been a very, very interesting reading. Please let me know, like, what has gone down here, like, if you feel comfortable sharing. I'm so curious. But I really hope that this resonated. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, please leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.